Hello, my name is Michael Ballatin, and this is my dream organization for BA 302, and it is called Home Sweet Home. Our mission statement is to feel security, shelter, and love are important aspects to add to your home. May the friendships and families hold these walls to protect and grow our loved ones. Home Sweet Home is an independent retirement living. Here, it is a retirement community which is housing designed for 55 and older. Residents here do not require assistance, and they are provided with daily activities 24/7, along with services and increased social opportunities. Some of the amenities come with a dining room, housekeeping, transportation, and exercise. Hopefully, one day after I graduate, I will become a CEO and founder of a retirement facility such as Home Sweet Home. And my purpose statement is to surpass obstacles presented in the future and pass through influence, supportive relationships, and having faith in one another to succeed. Let us not stray away from our own beliefs, but encourage and relate with others to come to an understanding. Our legacy and contribution today will not be our own accomplishments, but rather to influence the world tomorrow. This leads to the HSH Foundation values. Most organizations start out with the founder's values, and what I found was family, love, supportive relationships, and vision. Starting with family, this facility is a group of people living together in a household, which makes us a family. Here, I hope to find people with high moral standards along with discipline for the employees. And next is love. I want to find people who are passionate and who love working with residents. In the past, I've worked with many people who worked at the retirement home just to make a living. And so they would always complain about the residents, make fun of them, and just complain. So I want to find people who actually want to surround themselves with residents and be a part of their everyday life, which leads to supportive relationships. You see these people every day, employers, employees, residents. So instead of fighting each other, it's better to have a supporting relationship because you're going to be there on the bad days along with the good days. Next is vision. Hopefully, we can start out here in Oregon, and after 5 to 7 years, maybe we can span nationwide. And hopefully, it will continue to grow with the same values. Next, for an organization, is an attraction, selection, attrition, or ASA. This process is when new employees are hired, the company assimilates new employees and teaches them the way things are done in the organization. I want this process to be very effective because I only want to hire employees who share the same values as we do of family, love, supportive relationships, and vision. I want to hire people who are passionate and care about other people, especially the residents. Furthermore, I want to change the corporate culture. Here, I want people from HR along with the CEO to have a walkthrough in each of the facilities at least 4 times a year so they get to know the employees and the residents. And the employees get to know who they get to work with instead of who they're working for. And I also want to add secret shoppers, which I was against before, but I find it very effective in seeing how things are run on a daily basis when corporate isn't there. So I think that'll be a great look to see if things are running as to was planned. Next is leadership and management. Here at HSH, we will have a democratic decision making, directive leadership, and communication. So I broke it down to 7 departments with 7 managers along with an executive director. Here in the office, there will be an executive director, a live-in manager, and a front desk associate. The executive director is responsible for the budget, along with public relations and affairs. The live-in manager is responsible for payroll and payable accounts, along with since they have free living, they'll be responsible for any emergencies overnight, along with daily activities. And the front desk associate will be someone who is welcoming and being able to provide any information to anyone about the facility. Next is a marketing manager. There will only be one in this department, and their responsibility is to gain prospects and bring people to the community. They can hold marketing events throughout the month or week, and they can join other facilities and bring them to the community and get to know other marketing people. Next is activities. There'll be an activity manager, and there will be also associates from each department that can help out. Here, the activities director is responsible for every weekly activities such as exercise, games, bingo, anything for the residents that includes any of the amenities. And here, associates from the kitchen, housekeeping, and any of the departments are welcome to help out with any of these activities. Next, there will be 2 transportation drivers. One CDL driver for the bus for any shopping or field trips, and a medical appointment transportation who drives a van with a commercial license. These 2 are both responsible for any transportation and appointments throughout the week. Next is the kitchen. There is a chef and a dining room coordinator. The main chef is responsible for the budget of the kitchen and dining room and the food process. The dining room coordinator is responsible for scheduling the employees through breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and along with any dining room activities. Next is housekeeping. These associates are responsible for cleaning bathrooms and bed sheets throughout the week, along with recycling and garbage disposal. And there will be one manager responsible for the budget as well. Next is maintenance. There will be a maintenance manager and an associate. The maintenance manager is responsible for the budget and the overall building. The associate is responsible for helping the manager with any unit turns when people move in and out, along with painting. Next is there will be directive leadership. Here, a leader provides specific directions to their employees, and they lead employees by clarifying role expectations, setting schedules, and making sure that employees know what to do on a given workday. This will be the job of the executive director, and their responsibility is to have meetings throughout each week to see what each department is focused on for that week or even a month. Here, each department has a chance to tell the executive director what is happening and what needs to be done, along with any budget changes or questions. I think this type of leadership is very effective for this type of organization because it takes more than one person to know what happens in each category. Next is communication. Here, I want to really talk about body language. A lot of the residents from past experience have been offended or startled by any type of body language that some of the employees incorporate. So I want our employees to know and understand the type of discipline and body language that they are allowed to show when they're with the residents. Furthermore, communication will help avoid lawsuits, losing money, and wasting time. Through this, there will be flyers, messages, notes, phone calls, memos, meetings, and work boxes. So there will be written communication along with oral communication. External communication will be web pages and ads such as Facebook and Twitter for any updates for the community. Next is reward systems. Reward systems based on behavior and results. Culture is relatively people or team-oriented, and employees act as part of a family. Here you can see all the benefits that are included in this community.